Please tell us your wisdom and wise advice on how to govern the rest of the country.
Mike Johnson, Rep of Louisiana. I swear that's a corn star's name, bro. But that dude I'm thinking about's black. What's going on? So, purple hair gang. Yeah. Now we're gonna talk about politics. I know nothing about politics. Realistically, this is just exercise to understand the world around me a little bit better, bro. I ain't complaining. I ain't Democrat or Republican. In my opinion, most of the thing you could have done you could have solved as a community yourselves. The best thing you could have been is just protect yourself from the crazy people trying to tell you what to do. But anyway, yeah. So I know a little bit about American politics as a foreigner. You guys, you've had good and bad. It's been at one point the thing you're voting for now was the thing that was helping you. The thing that was helping you is the thing that was fighting against you, and it switched around at some point. I call that. I'm not even going to talk about the S word because I'm not here to do a history lesson. I wasn't there. But let's get into it. Also,
by every metric you can measure a political party, the Republican Party is an abject failure.
But one question there is, it's about what's the extension. Now, I think there's something called libertarian or something, where I'd say, responsibility to the person or people, I say is because some of the key issues in America, neither party really dealing with, like universal health care or anything else like that. You've seen other countries do it. You know how they did it. Still not getting done. So before you say abject failure, it's as opposed to what kind of thing? Because you compare it to the Democrats, man, it's basically the same thing. It's extreme success in some ways.
With Republicans currently in control of all three branches of government, we have seen a precipitous decline in the United States in quality of life, civil liberties, and global perception.
I don't know about the three branches, but one thing I have to tell you, they're all painted white. Damn.
Around the world. Republican policies have been so catastrophic that it questions the very efficacy of democracy itself if such a corrosive political party can continue to exist despite decades of failed policies. Due to the objective horror and failure of the Republican Party's agenda during the Trump administration, many Americans have dropped their affiliation with the party.
I was a dumbass, voted for Trump.
I've seen the light. I feel guilty.
Me too. That you knew you was stupid? Come on, my G. I would have said, a part of me would have said you was a dumbass for voting, bro.
I'm done.
Never thought I'd say that, but I regret my vote.
I regret it.
But there's still a stubborn 30% of the country who still clings on in 2026. In today's video, I'm going to explain the 3 reasons why any American...
Alright, so with this one, right, I think everyone gets a little bit of voter's anxiety when you vote. You're not going to get everything you wanted. Maybe expectation a bit high. And sometimes things get worse. And sometimes things get worse when the money's there to make things better. We're going to find out, bro. That's called politics, man.
Can still be supported.
That's why I don't trust the reviews on Amazon anymore.
Republican Party. I will also show the Republican Party factually cannot govern and who the real base of the party is. Without further ado, let's dive in. The Republican Party cannot govern at any level. In any standard of judging how a political party can be successful in advancing the lives of its constituents, the Republican Party is an utter failure. The South holds the largest percentage of Republican voters and power, and is unequivocally the worst.
One thing of this, right? In all fairness, this is like England 8 times, bruh. This is crazy. And this whole thing is a continent. So from the outside looking in, bruh, done a lot more with a lot less time compared to some other places, bruh. I don't know whether it's a good thing or a bad thing having more or less time happen, bruh.
Part of the country in terms of quality of life. In state rankings, these Republican-led states come in dead last, whether it be the general poverty rate, child poverty rate, socioeconomic opportunity, population of single parents, life expectancy, health insurance availability, mobility, disability rates.
This is why you don't let people trick you. Like, it seems blue and white or whatever, but I don't know if that's good or bad. Those kind of misleading. Like, that's pretty Democrat. No, that's pretty Democrat. I think that's New York, bro. I think this is just where people live, bro. I don't even think this is like this is just bad, good or bad of where people live. This is range where people live and don't live, my G. What's going on?
Cognitive disability rate.
This is why things go bad, man.
Obesity rates, heart disease death rates, stroke death rates, cancer deaths, diabetes rates, mental distress rates, household income levels, credit score, debt delinquency, number of...
All right, the credit score is important because my credit score might be going bad, man. I might have to...
mental distress
Wait
rates,
there. That
household
might be
income
something.
levels, credit score.
Damn. Now I didn't figure it out. Is high, low, or is yellow or high or blue low? I don't know what's going on, bruh. But yeah, credit score's pretty bad, bro. Credit score's pretty bad. I don't know about this map, man. You know what I'm saying? This is why it could be tricky with politics, bruh.
Debt
That's why I take my political views from the labels on my Lucasade.
number of distressed communities, access to upward mobility, income inequality, food insecurity, incarceration rates, unemployment rates, homicide rates, amount of people without a high school diploma, or teenage birth rates. By every measurable aspect of quality of life, the place that is overwhelmingly governed by Republicans is objectively the worst place to live. If you come to the United States and want to raise a family, if you live in an area governed by the Republican Party, you are factually far more likely to have a disabled, food insecure, diseased son or daughter who has the highest chance of becoming or making someone pregnant as a teenager, not finishing high school, living in poverty.
Yeah, why you got to not finishing high school? I got to not finishing high school one as a hippie. Okay.
And going to jail or being murdered. That's just at the state level too. But it's not good enough for the Republican Party to destroy their own states. They insist on ruining the rest of the country as well.
Go democracy, bro. You got votes. Wait, bro. Vote one way or the other. But like, listen, like, I'm not saying this is a good or a bad thing to have whatever. But you've also got to take into account a lot of those years is like each other party was in charge, man. It's not like it was one party throughout the whole situation. So with these, right, just keep in mind, bro. I'm not saying do or don't vote for anyone, but like go by like what they actually gonna do rather than this blind. You know what I'm saying?
Representatives of the Republican Party whose constituents are currently living in third world conditions demand imposing their horrid policies at the federal level. If a House representative wants to put forth a new bill before Congress, the current state of the district they represent must be brought up. Every single time a Republican politician comes to speak before Congress to promote a bill, I want to hear, now coming to the podium representing shithole district number 5, 50th in education, 47th in life expectancy, and 49th in child poverty, please tell us your wisdom and wise advice on how to govern the rest of the country.
Mike Johnson, Rep of Louisiana. I swear that's a corn star's name, bro. But that dude I'm thinking about's black. What's going on?
We're dying to hear it. The Republican Party currently holds all 3 branches of government. There is nothing holding back the party from doing literally anything they want. They have the dollar as the world reserve currency. We're the richest country in human history. There's quite literally nothing impeding them from implementing their worldview exactly as they see fit. So what have the results been with 2 years of this mandate? A catastrophic failure of epic proportions. They've single-handedly destroyed America's soft power in the world. They have
dirt bikes. Why say this destroying the power, the soft power in the world, and to show one of the coolest fucking things you could do? Damn it, man! You're misleading the people.
Destroyed America's soft power in the world. They have threatened Greenland, Panama, and numerous countries around the globe. They launched an illegal offensive war of choice against Iran, a country that didn't attack us and served no threat to the United States. They have allowed inflation and government-sponsored greedflation to run out of control. They have tariffed the entire world, which has been a massive failure.
Didn't even know you could do that, bro.
And is nothing but a massive tax on the poorest Americans. They have abandoned U.S. farmers as a result of this trade war, requiring billions of dollars in bailout.
There's a lot of wars in here for no reason, bro. But I think there's like one of the only 2 or 3 things America that the country can make realistically is weapons and excuses for why you're blowing it up, bro. I mean, everyone needs a hustle, my G.
They've cut all consumer protections, allowing companies to scam you for as much money as possible. They've cut billions of dollars in Medicaid and healthcare across the board, including rural hospitals and life-saving disease research. They've gutted all federal agencies that actually help your life by hiring
Still no universal healthcare in America, and apparently it's the richest country in history. Bigger problems, man. There's one thing about this is a lot of one-sidedness, but you know, I think this is like blue baiting, bruh. I think this is like, yo, these guys bad, so these guys good, but bruh, some of these problems, man, because it's fixed, bruh.
Drug-addicted billionaire loser man-child who is also...
That's every billionaire, bruh. What's the point of being a billionaire if you can't be addicted to drugs? Never seen Rick and Morty.
...in all of your data, all while not touching the biggest source of waste, fraud, and abuse in history in the Pentagon. They've redirected billions of dollars from renewable projects to fossil fuels when electrifying is literally cheaper than fossil fuels and our grid desperately needs energy. They have
That one's actually true.
a paramilitary organization composed of the dumbest, unqualified losers in society who
Some of that's opinion, man.
in the streets, destroying countless communities and murdering people in both facilities and broad daylight.
I'll be honest with you, the whole ICE thing, man, I never really got that. Why is it so, like, paramilitary, bro? I thought it was getting illegal people out of the place, like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know they gave him zoo powers. What's going on, bro? The effort, bro. He could have, like, dealt with, like, massive amounts of crimes and cartels that's actually going on, but it's each to their own, bro.
Removed numerous regulations on food, water, and air safety, allowing companies to poison you at will. They've been by far the most corrupt administration in U.S. history, with brazen insider trading, contract selections, backroom deals, to the likes we have never seen. They've wasted $20 billion bailing out Argentina's failed anarcho-capitalist government. They've wasted upwards of $70 billion on the pointless war on Iran, while also likely having to pay upwards of $300 billion repairing everything they destroyed in the first place anyways. They've burned $70 billion on ICE, while at the same time pretending to not have enough money to do anything to actually help your life.
You said it's a government, bro, man. That one's a weird thing. There's a few things on here. Tariffs, greed, inflation. I don't know about that. The Iran war, like, two of these things could have saved with that $70 billion. Let me know in the comment box what you think they should have spent that piece of money on there. Wasted, that's opinion, really, realistically.
All while our national debt is approaching $40 trillion. They have extrajudiciously executed hundreds of fishermen in the Caribbean. They are barbarically and illegally embargoing Cuba, strangling the country from critical resources and leading to immense suffering. They've kidnapped the leader of a sovereign nation in Venezuela and brought back 19th century imperialism. They've
got my man walking in like Diddy, bro. Damn.
Removed any pretext of following the Constitution, UN, and international law. They've gutted the Voting Rights Act, allowing
could be opinion
race to the bottom and for state governments to essentially steal seats based largely on racial lines. They have supported and directly invested in the unrestricted expansion of data centers.
Not sure what those places do. Can't know if it's bad or good.
The country, further poisoning residents and the environment. They've used the full power of the Department of Justice to literally cover up and protect a pedophilic ring of criminals, as there's not been a single indictment coming from the Epstein files that have been released. Everything I just mentioned there was purely what I could recall from memory when writing this.
But why are you coordinating them, man? Why don't you just actually do it, bro? The hell?
A ton of things I could have mentioned, but there's just too many things to list, and they're literally all bad in making your life worse.
So with this one, mate, you gotta remember, like, it's a mix. It's two parties, bro. A lot of the things he is talking about were connected to the. I'm just watching outside, but some of them things were connected to, like, the other party doing stuff on the free thing, like, before the problems got in. Like, it was already a lot of debt, bro. I don't think it's just all one party, bro. It was both parties in and outside the thing, explaining a hell of a lot of money and some problems you could have fixed years ago. But let me know what you think in the comment box.
There is no good news coming from this administration. This is the endgame of their political vision for America, and everything is terrible. So if the party is doing all these incredibly unpopular things, who actually stands to benefit from this? All of these actions have been done on behalf of the Republican Party base, whose interests this party's elected members actually represent.
Put this way, though. In any party, do they actually, like, get anything done in total? Like, rarely is it like a 50-50 thing. There's so many people, they're all going to want different things. You can say this for both parties. Like, keynotes, in between some of the bad, they actually achieve any of the things they said they were going to do. Either party. Somebody say yes and no, it's a miss most of the time.
This base is made up of 5 main groups. The first group being Silicon Valley tech oligarchs. This group is composed of...
Alright, man, come on, my bro. Everyone in that row is voted for both parties, my G. You ever heard of Me Too?
Maniacal libertarian billionaires who openly do not believe in democracy and want to usher in a form of techno-feudalism where they are the kings of their own personal...
Mark Zuckerberg there looking... Jesus, Marky, bro. The guy on Amazon looks like Lex Luthor, for God's sake, man.
They want to pursue AI as quickly and recklessly as possible, knowing full well that it will cause everyone to lose their jobs and re-alter society, but at the same time, not believing in any social programs or wealth redistribution.
Don't mention nothing about them to you.
These tech oligarchs have completely bought the Republican Party and work hand in hand with this administration to achieve their vision. Through the government investing...
Bro, but with this, that keynote point right there. It is a U.S. company. They do hire Americans. That attitude, I'm only guessing. I'm not saying. I'm just outside investigating. It's a de-investigation here. It is like what are they supposed to do? Just want to know be like not work with the government because then the government changes the democracy, bro. Either way, they gotta work in the country they like based in, bro.
Hundreds of billions of dollars directly in these companies, as well as handpicking Silicon Valley operatives like Elon.
Alright, man, I get you, man. Elon's a bit of a man child, bro. I'll be honest with you. That's like something I would do if I got rich, bro. What's going on, bro? I swear this man can make like cars with his mind or something. What's that mean?
And JD Vance, who hold this worldview and wish to dismantle and privatize the federal government. The next space is Wall Street and big finance, consisting of big banks, private equity, crypto scammers, and billionaires.
Tech lords! These are the most weirdest. My God, tech lords. Why they look so nice looking though, man? They look like the kid. Oh man, I don't even want to diss these guys because they actually are super powerful. Never mind.
This group has always been at the crux of Republican support, giving billions of dollars in donations to Republican politicians.
I'm pretty sure one of them guys on Google, bro. If I said anything offensive, bro, please, God, ignore me and just hear good things and help me win on YouTube, bro. I just realized how powerful those guys are, bro.
Under the guise of promoting business.
I think my man just realized the guy, okay, never mind.
Hilariously clinging to the idea of trickle-down economics. This major base of the Republican Party is to ensure tax cuts for the rich and austerity for the poor. All of this and more was achieved in Trump's big bullshit bill, which somehow further cut the taxes of billionaires and corporations who are already paying negligible tax.
With that one, I don't think there is a government that cannot pay their, make these guys pay taxes realistically, bro. Otherwise, they're not coming down there, but that's a whole other conversation about how powerful companies can get. Because obviously, if you can get a company as powerful as that, what's the point? You know what they say? What's the point of not making a company if you're not allowed to make money? You know what I'm saying? Well, it's up to you. It's part of what made America so rich, man.
13 billionaires who are intimately connected to Wall Street currently hold prominent positions in Trump's cabinet. Every policy is enacted to benefit corporations and the mega rich and do not even pretend to care about the American working class.
They don't, bro. It's corporation. That's one thing we gotta stop is random people. Corporations aren't supposed to care. They're supposed to make money. The government's supposed to make sure they pay you enough to live off and not have to revolt against the government for. You know what I'm saying?
The next base of support is big oil and natural gas. These corporations would like to make as much profit as possible from fracking and drilling U.S. fossil fuels, while at the same time axing any efforts to develop the U.S. transition to.
With this one, I'm not making any excuses. He solved the problem with the first statement of these corporations, bro. It's a corporation, bro. It's not here for free stuff. They pay taxes and apparently don't pay them. So,
Energy.
Drill, baby, drill.
They are largely behind the efforts canceling American renewable projects and massively delaying the transition to electric vehicles. They are also major proponents for illegal and
how come there's one black guy in the whole Senate, bro? I swear it's America's 2/3, 3/3 mix every minority, every race, bro. The hell? I don't know.
Invasions of countries like Venezuela to further control the worldwide oil supply. They do all of this while fully knowing that they are directly leading to catastrophic results from turbocharging climate change, and while also knowing fully well that renewable technology has.
Bro, again, I'm never saying. Maybe that's what I'm just saying, bro. How it's you're going in there and there's more I'm gonna say it. There's more white dudes in those rooms than there are white dudes in Europe, bro. I'm what's going on here? What's going on, bro? But maybe that's what's it called? Superficial politics. No, what's it called? I don't even know. DEI hiring. I don't know. Maybe it's not no difference in real life. Maybe it's all, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's the wrong thing to notice.
Advanced to the point where it doesn't even make sense to continue investing in fossil fuels from an efficiency or cost perspective. Just pure profit seeking while they still can at the cost of the entire world. The next constituency is the military-industrial complex. This toxic blob in Northern Virginia is
this same people who may or may not get you assassinated if you do too goddamn much, man. I ain't gonna respond, bro. This is always a note, bro. Anyone who's ever done anything good has always ended violently, bro. Not from them guys, but guys like them guys, bro. I'm just saying, They're the ones that saying they got the UFOs in X-Files last time I checked. So I ain't even joking them guys. They here? They might be here. Huh? Shit. Guys, cut this video short.
Weapons contractors who peddle the president for constant war across the globe. Republicans have dropped all pretext of democracy.
I don't blame you for that one. I don't blame Trump on that one, bro. I ain't trying to deal with them guys either, bro. Like, becoming president's like cool until they realize you have to deal with them guys like
promotion and are fully open in their bloodlust for endless wars and warmongering across the globe. Head officials don't even bother entertaining any diplomatic resolution of issues, but are foaming at the mouth for waging wars on their perceived enemies. The purpose of the Republican Party is purely to represent the interests of these four groups. All policies are meant to benefit the mega rich and powerful. These groups, of course, only make up around 1% of society, so it would be impossible for them to win any elections on their policies, which only benefit this small group. They therefore can only win through the fifth and largest part of the base by far, the MAGA crowd. The majority of this group consists of the non-college educated white working class. Despite making up the vast majority of the actual population of identifying Republicans and voters, the actual needs and interests of this base are completely underrepresented in the Republican platform.
We're broken on the street, bro. That's like the hood, bro. What's going on, bro? All poor people in
Absolutely zero of the policies of the Republican Party help this base or are designed for these constituents. In fact, these four groups of the rich and powerful laugh at and largely have
Why make fun of them laughing? Of course they're gonna look powerful. I know they look terrible, man. Rich as hell. What, David Blaine? David Blaine's right there. Oh my God, they got him.
For the working class who elect them. Since this MAGA Republican base has literally zero policy.
There goes your wages, Dave. They just got a video of David Blaine taking everyone's life insurance as a damn. But yeah, man, let me know what you think about US politics, bro, because obviously it's a deep and interesting field and it's been around for a very long time. And America's very big and important to the world. So yeah, let me know what you think.